A lot of people noticed the insane NBA scores suddenly dropped off this year. Stats proved this was not a random thing. Adam Silver stepped in and secretly changed things overnight. But who cares? It is a lot more fun to have Nuggets Celtics 115 to 109 feel like a playoff game. But then the NBA went on an ESPN podcast and said this.
I will emphatically say, not one day of a meeting of the minds that we needed to change what we were seeing with scoring. Like, absolutely not. We haven't said a word to Monty and the referees about changing anything.
So Joe Dumars, head of basketball operations, says, nothing to see here. We don't tell refs what to do, except Woj dropped the bomb a few hours later. In a meeting Tuesday, the league office outlined an increased officiating focus on offensive players hunting out fouls. This was outlined in January and February memos that the league shared with referees and team officials. That is believed to have contributed to a recent decline in scoring. So Dumars didn't lie, technically. There was no meeting with refs, but there was a memo. Like a smooth-talking politician weaseling his way out of a tough question. But why would the NBA lie like that? Why are they afraid to just tell the truth? If everyone loves this change, what are they hiding? Scoring did get out of hand. One night, Cat's 63 is overshadowed by Embiid's 70. Devin Booker's 62. No big deal to Luka's 73. Multiple games in the 140s any given night. What do stats even mean anymore? And by the way, the AM Hoops podcast is live right now. Go check it out. 25-5 used to be rare. In 04, 5 dudes averaged that number. Kevin Garnett, Kobe, T-Mac, Paul Pierce, and LeBron. All Hall of Famers. Now, almost 20 players are in that club, including Alperen Şengün, DeJounte Murray, and Julius Randle. Look, no offense, but what are we doing? If you took the champion 2015 Warriors, who changed offense, they were number 2 in the NBA with a rating of 110.4. Today, that would rank 25th in the league, just above the awful Detroit Pistons. Is that a good thing? Well, fans don't think so. No defense, it's been outlawed. We're watching a glorified all-star game. No one wants to see players score 65 every night. That's not basketball, it's 1-on-5. People hated it. But then all of a sudden, everything changed. Tom Haberstroh made this chart right after Luka's 73. Offense started to go down, but after All-Star, it collapsed. On March 8th, for example, 8 of 16 teams couldn't score 103 points. Is this the 90s? What happened? Was it shooting efficiency, pace, turnovers? No, all of that basically stayed the same. The one thing that changed a lot? Free throws. You might remember Hornets Warriors a month ago. You know, Miles Bridges got in a fight with Lester Quinones. Pretty sweet. But the score was 97-84. Charlotte took 11 free throws. Golden State took 10. A month before, they had a combined for 40 from the line. Or how about Wednesday, March 13th, where the Pelicans went 3 full quarters without a free throw. That didn't happen all year, but that night, it happened twice. Also to the Hornets. So remember that Tom Haberstroh chart about collapsing scores? Well, check this one out about falling free throws. Notice anything? A pattern maybe? The one thing the NBA can affect is how refs called games. So it looks like they intentionally lowered scores overnight and hoped no one would notice. But people did. Important people. An anonymous NBA exec said, nearly everyone in the NBA believes Adam Silver's league secretly changed its rules mid-season due to public pressure. But NBA people are asking, how long does this last? If scoring can be turned off, will it be turned back on? And yeah, it'd be frustrating if in the middle of doing your job, people change the rules. But Adam Silver doesn't care what they think. He's trying to make someone else happy. The NBA is negotiating their new media rights deal for billions of dollars. It was a bad look to have millions of fans complain about their game. In fact, Amazon Prime people were with Adam Silver at the All-Star game when the East scored 211 points. Silver was visibly upset. because he knows no defense has become a meme for the NBA. So he allegedly told refs to let defense do its thing. What's wrong with that? What are they covering up? Well, listen closely to head of NBA refs Monty McCutcheon try to explain what happened.
I mean, the stats are the stats. There are less fouls being called. I'm not going to sit here and argue what is factually true. What I will say, though, is there hasn't been a conscientious effort to shift towards lesser fouls. We do need to be good at our work. Part of our good work is making sure plays according to the current rule book are being adjudicated properly.
Did you hear what he did there? He says, we didn't change anything. We're just calling plays by the rule book. Yeah, no one's saying you change the rules. You don't have to when the calls are subjective. Imagine the speed limit is 65 and normally everyone drives 70 to work. Then all of a sudden, everyone's getting pulled over. You always let us drive 70. The cop's like, what do you mean? We didn't change the law. This is normal. Yeah, right. Dude's boss said, hey guys, 1 mile an hour over the speed limit, pull him over. Okay, technically nothing changed, but they're lying. The last 5 years, average offensive rating goes up after the All-Star break. It is extremely unusual for it to go down. The NBA's acting like, oh, this is normal. It's not. They're lying. Why? Because while 2 business partners love this, the TV people and the fans, a third business partner is likely pissed. Gambling companies. They have completely missed on predicting the score. For example, March 10th, Sixers-Knicks was 79-73. The over-under was 211.5, off by 59.5 points. It is hard to explain how wild that is. These people do not mess up that bad, but recently happens a lot. Of the top 10 biggest misses this year, 7 happened after the NBA secretly turned down the scoring. Gambling companies would have loved a heads up, and they don't care about looking stupid. They care about losing money. Smart gamblers who noticed this trend early made millions. And if somebody knew about the officiating focus beforehand, they could have taken these companies for weeks. It would be like insider trading for stocks, and someone knew about it. Did they take advantage? We don't know. We do know the NBA realized how obvious their move was and scrambled to deny that they did anything. Who, us? No, this is completely normal. In a normal year, the NBA would have bragged about how they listened to their fans. Now, they are panicking. Just like Laker fans who are in the 9 seed right now. Can you believe we could have, probably will have, a Warriors-Lakers 9-10 game, loser misses the playoffs? The X factor for LA is D'Angelo Russell. He has been the 3rd best Laker for months. But if he bombs in a big spot now, he may never play on a good team again.